In a perfectly competitive free market, a wage gap between two workers can be explained by differences in all of the following except their blank. For this question, we're told that there's a perfectly competitive free market, and that we have two workers. The wage gap between these workers can be explained by all of the following except one. We have to identify that one that is incorrect. Let's look at A. Years of schooling. So this definitely influences the wage gap because a person who has went to college is definitely earn higher pay than a person who's just completed high school. So the wage gap between the two could be explained by years of schooling. So A is incorrect because this is a plausible reason for why there's a difference between the two in terms of wages. B, occupations. This is also incorrect because occupations can determine the difference in wage gap, because a doctor is definitely likely to make more money than, let's say, a restaurant worker, because their doctor's skill, the skills to become a doctor are more scarce, but a restaurant worker is more of a common job compared to a doctor. So the difference in wage gap could be explained by occupations. So B is incorrect. C, marginal products. This is also a plausible reason because marginal products simply means the amount of products they could produce. So if this one worker is more productive than the other worker, they could be paid more. So that could be a reason for why their wage gap exists. So C is incorrect. D, marginal revenue products. This is about the same thing as C because marginal revenue products is simply the marginal products times price. So if the one worker is more productive than the other, they can produce more, and because they can produce more, they're producing more revenue for the company than that other worker, and thus they could be paid more than the other worker, which is why there could be a wage gap. And thus, marginal revenue products is a plausible reason for the wage gap. So D is incorrect. C, taste for luxury goods. This is the one reason that could not explain the wage gap, because the taste for luxury goods is simply what the workers like to buy. What the workers like to buy could not explain why they are paid different amounts, because they're not paid different amounts based on what you buy. So E is correct.